Like, what happening, guys? Let's see here. Oh, brother, it's doing that thing. Yep, it's like looking. Hold on, guys. Be right back. All right, there you go. Still working on this. Busy with various things. Still need to sketch that thing out, and then that is something for the promotion of my new webcomic, Ninjas. That's going to be out on Webtoon soon. There's some logo work and some other stuff that I was putting together. So I'm going to be photoshopping these. I'll just show this much of this drawing that I did. It's a portrait. It's supposed to be her holding her favorite anime character, so I'm doing that. Started on the Better Ray Bill Silver Surfer. Just a lot of it, just sketching out everything. I wanted to be like, when they really tussle and they're like kind of like all over each other. Plus, Kirby Crackle is what the guy was asking for Run Montrose. And then the Doctor Doom. Oh, you're there, dude. All right, cool. Yeah, man. Yeah, this is just really, really loose pencils, but I was like, I wanted to get the pose down. And I was trying to figure out the costume on it. I was already looking at, and then these are Zombie Tramp sketches that D-Rock wanted. So, yeah, so a lot of sketching today. Had to put a lot of stuff together. Okay, I have to balance making this stuff and making my comics. So it can be quite the thing. But gonna get back to this thing. I had like 30 minutes that I could have worked on this, but I wanted to take a break. So I started playing Marvel Snap. Of course, that took all my time. Does anybody play Marvel Snap? I love playing that damn game. It's one of the few card games online that I like. And I've tried them all. But I can't really get into some of the other ones. I'm going to do some black fill-ins because sometimes when you're drawing, you're adding value to stuff. You need to do the black fill-ins to kind of know where you're at black-wise. Then you know how much you should shade in other places. If that makes sense. Yeah, and he's like a favorite character of mine, man. I love fucking Better Ray, man. I had to work on the pencils for that Clerks one, and that was just again like photoshopping and kind of putting it together because just the image doesn't exist online, so it's just getting the portrait down, making it work. Why am I gonna do the black yet there? I know I'm gonna block that out. So tomorrow is New Comic Book Day. Who's getting what? Is there anything good coming out tomorrow? I feel like I'm already falling behind because I didn't get the second issue of Void Rivals. And I'm like, fuck. I think it came out last week. I like the first issue. The whole idea that Image has the rights now to Transformers is exciting. Transformers and G.I. Joe, because I think that's going to be fucking cool, dude. Yeah, they can finally give us something with some teeth. I was gonna do the joke of having one of the guys playing. So these are hobbits playing D&D. I was gonna have the joke of like having one of the hobbits sort of looking at his phone because we had one of those guys. He was always looking at his phone. And so then when we're playing, it's like everybody's like, "Oh, you know, oh wait, what? Could you be able to do a Swamp Thing and Poison Ivy?" Yeah, dude, that would be super awesome. I've done a couple of things. The new Surfer series is out. Oh, I'll pick that up. Did that come out last week or is it coming out this week? I got Old Major Comics down the street from me. I'm thinking I finally have 2 pennies to rub together. I'm gonna go buy some comics. I was out this weekend and I went to a couple of comic shops and couldn't find any Void Rivals. I'm gonna have to gotta eat it and go to eBay. Oh, okay. I'll definitely all kinds of crazy vines. Vines, I think, is what you're trying to make. Maybe a gator shooting while they're fighting, that kind of thing. I got the vines, like gator shaping, gator shaking. Yeah, man, definitely. I mean, depends on what size you want to get. I can do it. I love the idea. I like drawing Poison Ivy. That's another character I like drawing. Swamp Thing's kind of cool. I'm a more Man Thing guy. I like Man Things better. Insert joke here. Yeah, if you want 11 by 17, it's perfect, dude. Awesome, possum. Let's see here. And you want it black and white. Yeah, that's the black and white one. That's pretty much what I'm doing here. Thank you so much, Comic Journey. You are super awesome. And hopefully I will put you on the list. I got like good 7 things in front of you, but I always tag everybody when I'm drawing their stuff. So Poison Ivy and Swamp Thing. I may make Poison Ivy a little sexy. Cause I like to make a sexy time. Thank you, dude. And when I do it, I'll tag you. And if anything, if you ever miss an episode or something like that, because I do a 12 o'clock and an 8 o'clock show, you can always go to the YouTube under Fuagata. Hey, be good if it wasn't crooked. Sweet, man. Do you want it sideways like this, or do you want it tall, by the way? Yeah, tall could work. Coolio. I will do that. That's gonna be a fun one. Fun one, guys. Those are good drawings that you guys, good ideas you guys give me. I've been doing a couple of these and they've been super fun. Because most of the time I'm like, I think about my own stuff and I'm just like, when you guys get these ideas, gets the brain moving. Gets my imagination all spicy. This is like one of my D&D mixes that I'm listening to. You probably can't hear it too well because I got it low because just so that the algorithm on YouTube doesn't send me a million billion stupid. You played this song and now you owe us money, fucking, or you can't monetize bullshit. Which I don't care. I'm not monetizing anything, but I'm not going for YouTube fame, which would be nice if it was some YouTube fame to it, but I get more plays after the live stream than anything else. I'm done chasing the algorithm. I do stuff. I like making reels and stuff on Instagram. If you guys ever want to see my Instagram. Sweet. Thank you, Comics Journey. Yeah, dude. I already have like an idea of what I want to do. Yeah. Oh, you bought a sketch card comic journey. Is there anything particular you wanted to get? Oh, wait. Oh, man. Oh, okay. Elvira and Bride of Frankenstein. Fuck yeah, dude, I love those. you're like all the stuff I like. Have you been like reading my journal? What was, Yep, you got it. It's on my board. I got horror stuff for the showcase for the 31st, 31 days of October. That's sweet. Awesome, man. Yeah, the YouTube thing, like again, like I didn't care about monetizing, but I just feel like I'm getting like um, what's it called? Not blacklisted, but oh shoot, I forgot that I was sketching into this. I have to correct that. I'll take a little bit of white out later on. YouTube hates everybody, bro. It's like I don't know. It's like a lot of the stuff on there. Like I guess if you're not in their cool groove, like they just don't pay attention, man. It's just um shadow banned. That's what I was gonna say. I always feel like I'm getting shadow banned on a lot of things because I'm always trying to sell stuff. I'm trying to sell my services. I design T-shirts. I do a bunch of stuff, and as soon as I do that, and I'm not buying advertising from them, because look at it this way, I buy advertisement on Etsy, and it works out fucking great. I got a lot of people that come in and buy my T-shirts on my Etsy shop, but not on. But unless I'm buying advertisement frequently from Instagram or YouTube, nada, nothing. And I'm just like, and I get more organic traffic with Instagram because I have people that repost my stuff. I think if you guys like an artist, and I'm not saying to do this for me, but I would appreciate it if you do. If you dig an artist, man, repost their stuff, dude. Anything, even if it's in your stories, doesn't matter. Even if you have like 5 people on there, it does a lot to keep the things going. That's the only reason why I still do reels and stuff on it because it does. The reels do pay off on Instagram, and I've even started messing with TikTok again. So I'm not a big fan of TikTok at all. I feel like I can feel the brain cells die in my head when I use TikTok. But if there's an audience, I'll use it. The internet before this whole algorithm bullshit was such a fucking cool place. Now I just feel like bah, you know. I just feel bad for younger people because they're not gonna get to have that excitement anymore. I knew people that like got famous overnight, got stuff done because they knew how to play the game. And now it's all money, man. They knew how to monetize everything. They turned it into cable TV. So word of mouth is still king. If you appreciate an artist, you like them, you like a book, a comic book, find the creators, post it on your shit. They'll fucking appreciate that. I'm telling you. It goes a long way. Not even like for posting's sake, but for even their sake. They feel like shit. Somebody's looking at my shit. And then this is all gonna be hit with gray ink and probably marker. There's gonna be a black and white one. Yeah, if you jiggle well, that's a fucking problem. But no one wants to see me jiggle. I had a friend. She actually did that. She did OnlyFans, and I knew her because she used to sell me weed. And I remember going over to her place one day, and I used to hang out with her. She was really cool. We knew some of the same people back in Miami. And one day I was hanging out with her, and I go, "Hey, can I use your bathroom?" She's like, "Yeah, go down the hall, uh, second door on the right." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I went down the hall, and then I go, and she goes, "Oh, no, no, left, 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 last minute." And I was like, "Oh, what?" And I opened the door, and it was the other bedroom. She just had a camera setup, mirror, a weight bench, and the biggest black dildo I've ever seen in my fucking life. It might as well have been a Doberman or something. Like I was like, ah, and that's how she did her OnlyFans, and she did well with it. She did fucking good money. I kept telling her like, bro, grab that money and fucking do this and get an investment property, put it in stock. At that time, I was like, put it in fucking Bitcoin. This is how long ago it was. I was like, put it in Bitcoin. If she would have done it, she would have fucking been loaded. I remember the last time I talked to her was about the GameStop shit. Then she was like, hey, you know anything about the GameStop shit? I'm like, that shit's done. GameStop's done. By the time she came to ask me. And then I remember talking to her and she stopped doing it. I guess she was very talented. She was very talented. Sweet girl, cool shit. I got her to read Saga. But and then she was doing that for a while, so she stopped selling weed. So I only see her on occasion. I used to work at a comic book shop, so she would come by the comic book shop sometimes. And we're talking shit. And then I was like, hey, what's up with your special job? And then she straight up told me, she's like, no, I stopped doing it. I go, what? And she went back to serving. She went back to selling weed. I'm like, fucking for real? And she's like, oh, yeah, because it got too creepy. Because one of the things that she had was one of those Amazon wish list things that guys can, like, buy shit for you. I remember because I went to her house and she had, like, every kitchen appliance bullshit thing, like ninjas and stuff like that. I'm like, you don't make food. Like, you don't ever cook for yourself. Why do you have this shit? And we were talking, and it was because of that. And then she stopped because what guys were doing was like some people would order shit for her and then like reverse it or something, like to get like the package returned or something like that, just so they could get the address. And it creeped her the fuck out. She was like, because these guys were trying to get her address and stuff like that. So really, it wasn't that. That wasn't what it was. Blah blah blah. But she was like, no, fuck that. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was, man. I mean, what did you think was going to happen? You know? outside forever. You know what? Some maiden while I'm drawing hobbits. Take me back to my D&D days. Yeah, it's so funny because I was starting to talk about D&D adventures and playing D&D. And dude, I just started again thinking about, I had a comic book I wanted to do called Dragon Breath. And I'm kind of doing it with now. I got a comic coming out this month on Webtoons called Ninjas. It's like about these summoned ninja warriors that are always summoned by stupid sorcerers. And it stems from D&D. The whole idea is that because there's a spell called Summon Monster, and you can summon different monsters, and it gets more and more complicated. Like it's sentient fucking creatures, and so just imagine like somebody can like call upon you out of nowhere, and now you have to do whatever the person says. Oh, you got to fight somebody and everything, and it's insane to me. Sorry, I could do this at the end, but I just have to fill this in now. It's not even a full fill in that I'm doing. I just gotta see this black already so I can really visualize it. And this pen's running out of ink. And I think I only have like one cartridge left. Gotta buy art supplies. When I have ink, I can just ink brush it. I didn't have water set up yet for that. So. See, so a lot of this background and stuff I gotta really fill in. A lot of it's gonna be dark, but this is gonna be the lamp that's kind of shining over them, and there's some other backlighting. But a lot of this is all gonna be black. Once I get all the black line work done, then I'll do some gray wash, which really will define everything. And then once I do the gray wash, I'll go back with like white, highlight a couple of sections, and we are disco. So I hope to finish this one tonight. I have to go tomorrow and buy either a mailing tube or something because on the 11 by 17s, I'm going to start selling them rolled up, but I'm going to get like 4-inch, the big tubes. And send them in that. Like that, they're not rolled up hard. To me, nothing says D&D more than like Iron Maiden. Just grew up listening to Maiden. Every fight scene was always Maiden. We would do the Trooper or AC/DC. That was a big thing for Dungeons and Dragons. I have a bunch of design work I have to do too because it's like Halloween's around the corner. That means I make the t-shirts now, so like by mid-September they're already selling. Mm. Really? I mean, rolled is just going to be easier to mail. You just have to reinforce it, make sure it's a good tube. If you're gonna do a box, make sure the box is nice and reinforced. You can send like on priority mail 11 by 17, but see, I used to send it always in top loaders. I went the other day all over these comic book shops and tried to see if I can find even a couple of sports shops, like sports baseball card shops, looking for top loaders, and nobody had any. So that was the biggest problem I had was I couldn't get a top loader, and even if I order it online, like I'm out right now and I'm like trying to see if I can order it. It got super stupid expensive. So now I'm like trying to see if there's another way because I don't mind sending if people paid for it, yeah, but they haven't paid for it. So I'm like, all right, so how do I send this? Because you can put an 11 by 17 in a priority mail thing and it'll go great because the priority mailbox is plenty big and it'll go fine, man. But you gotta be super sure. But priority mail should do it. Going the top loader route, hoping to find some at Baltimore Comic. Yeah, you will. They're gonna sell it to you for the premium though. That's the only thing I'll tell you right now. It'll cost you. I always tell people buy top loaders beforehand and take it to a con. Why? Because I used to sell top loaders and I used to sell them at $5 a piece. They cost if you buy in bulk, like if you buy the 100 count, it costs like less than $1 each. And if anybody sells it to you, 3, 4, $5, 3, 4. Sometimes they'll sell them there for 10. Man, I've seen people do it. It's a ripoff. I never sold it for that much. I always try to give people a deal. I would at least tell them, maybe, buy 2 for 5 or for 2 for 10 or something like that, which is technically $5 each, but they're not supposed to be that expensive. You can order online too. You can get on eBay. You can get them for pretty cheap. Amazon also has top loaders. It's just like also I need to get it like now so I can send this guy's. I have to send this drawing out and I have one other one too. So another thing I need it like in hand already. But if you send it rolled and it's like wide roll, you know what I'm saying? Like even with this piece, like I wouldn't if I were to roll this, like I wouldn't want it to be more than like this. See? This rolled. Because like that when it unfurls, it'll unfurl just fine, you know? Anything more than that, you're gonna like it's gonna be a real it's not a big deal if it curls up, but really it's just a bitch. Just unless you're gonna like you have a heat press and you can press it and make it nice and even. That's the only thing. See, so you got comic art and you got a lesson in mailing shit. All right, let's get to this side now. So we got this down. Wherever I put the X's, that's where I'm going to be putting black. That's the chair. There's some features from his clothes. But this can go all black. I'm going to put my signature here, most likely. Here, I got to go in with my pencils again just to make sure, because I want to make a little map thing so it looks like a real D&D setup. This is where the mortar dew is going to be. It's not a Mountain Dew. It's mortar dew. Gotta put some stuff here. I wanted to put a cup here. Some other stuff. Yes, I do. Sometimes I ask people too if I can make a print. It's okay if I like this one. I'm gonna ask Nerdy if I can make a print of it. I want to see if I'll color it myself, but I'm lying to myself to think if I can color this myself. Not that it's too hard. I just don't have the time. So I might have a buddy of mine. He works in LA. He's a concept artist. He's out of work right now because of the strike. We're doing some freelance stuff. I'm gonna ask him to see if he wants to color this, and we go halfies on putting this up as a print. And maybe we'll put a print up up on Etsy. But I try to keep a digital record all the time. I even post it. I have a Patreon, so the blog, I post a lot of the artwork on there every Sunday, everything I did that week. Yeah, just as a record for it. It's just like what artists do too. It's called provenance. So like anybody who collects your artwork, I've had people hit me up for comics that I did years back, and they'll be like, "Hey, do you know like how the print run on Tommy issue 4 or something like that?" And I will comic I did for Creature Entertainment, and I'll be like, for New York Comic Con 2013, you had a whatever copy, like the variant you did for it. I'm like, so my blog actually helps me because then I'll be like, what year, what date, and then I can look it up. I tend to have a copy of everything I do. Also, like if I do a variant cover, if you look at my store, I have a couple of variant cover and the original art for sale. I have to put more up actually because I finally found like my bunny mask cover I did and some other stuff. I just have not had a freaking chance to do that. It's hard to sit here and like go through my own artwork and like catalog it. So I have to do it then. But I also look at my Instagram and use that for that. Well, I only because it just comes up. I have one person who collects my artwork. I have several, but there's some dudes that collect my work, and I feel so bad when they're like, "Show me something I did," and I'll sit there going, like, because I won't remember. I've just done so much work all the time. I mean, so it's like I feel bad when I don't have an answer. So sometimes like I save emails I have from the publisher that will tell me all those facts that they want to know. Most of the time people just want to know like the print run, when it came out, what issue. I've done some covers for stuff that like I did the Garbage Pail Kids versus Mad Balls cover. So there's the Virgin cover and how many did those have and blah blah blah, and then compared to whatever. So there are some that are worth a lot of money. And then I used to be in charge of Creature Entertainment on the publishing side. So sometimes like Jeff DeCal, who's a big Marvel and DC artist now, he did a lot of his first works with us. So his first issues are going for like $200, $300. So you always have somebody asking like, first off, do you have a copy? I'm like, nope. I wish I had a copy. Um, and then there's certain stats and statistics on it. So like the print run, how many are there out there? They'll want to know how many graded ones are there. I'm like, I fucking have no idea. Like Jeff doesn't know himself. Like when I've talked to Jeff, he'll be like, nope, I don't know. So stuff like that. You always have to do it. But even like famous painters like Francis Bacon and a lot of artists out there, they'll write their own journals and notes saying like, I painted this summer. The summer of '56, I painted this painting. I did this, did that. And it helps because that's how they catch a lot of forgeries out there. Because a lot of the forgers don't know that the artist had such meticulous records. So when somebody says, oh, this is a Francis Bacon piece from 1956, that he painted, and then blah blah blah. It's like, well, there's no record of him painting it, and he kept meticulous records, and then little things like what kind of paint they used and everything else. Like I've been doing sketch covers since 2012, I think. So I go back and I'm always amazed at shit like that. I'm like, holy fuck, I did that sketch cover back then, and it'll pop up sometimes too. Somebody will be like, did you draw this? And they bought it from a collection. Shit. Sometimes I'm not in the frame. I keep moving the paper on. When you're inking, you gotta move the paper constantly. It's something that I think any good inker does. I learned that I went to Savannah College of Art, and that was one of the things that they taught us. Like when you're inking, you should be moving the paper. I'm not moving the paper enough, I think. And it's gonna change right now because when I flip it, you gotta do the. Maybe 7 more minutes on the cast in the live stream. The etchings. It is cross hatching. It would do that. I do a lot of kind of cross hatching and stuff like that. I kind of just always, as far as an inking style, that's the thing. I'm amazed at the guys that can do like the simple work and the simple lines. I don't know how they do it. Like real fucking badass. Like Tim Sale, that guy was a beast, man. Some of those inkers, I'm just amazed at some of the way they did it. I love this song, but I want to listen to a specific one. Yeah. This is D&D as fuck to me. That's like you got your mission, whatever you're gonna do, your adventure. You're riding out of town. You buy all the supplies you need. Your 10-foot poles, riding to the dungeon. It's what encounters. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I was saying I have a medieval fantasy comic in my pocket that I want to do called Dragon Breath. There was another comic book artist that used that title a little while ago. I was super pissed about that, but nothing came of it. So I'm like, oh, we'll use it later on. Either that, or I was gonna do like a series of stories, which I might do in the anthology, which is something that I've been meaning to get back to. And it was going to be called the Tales from the Vomiting Dragon, because in my campaign I had a seedy bar in the city that was called the Vomiting Dragon, and that's like where the worst of the worst adventurers go to. And like an illusionist made the sign, so it's literally a dragon like throwing up. It looks like he's throwing fire, but it's actually looks like he's throwing up. Just badly made sign. The illusionist sucked ass. I'm too thick with the lines back here. Yeah, it could be darker. That's why too. 2 minutes on here. Do you have anything that you'll be publishing in the near future? I should be republishing my own books soon. I was just talking to my publisher over at Creature. We're going to be doing Tommy, the new series of Tommy soon. There's the whole thing. I am going to be doing most likely a Kickstarter on some other artwork I did. But this is my book, Fuagata. Right now, I did a 100-issue run, a small run. This collects 3 stories. 3 short stories of mine in it. Has some artwork. His first appearance of Meat Hook in a published comic. It's an old character I've been doing for years. Second issue of Rez is in this. Thanks. This is what I've been using a lot for my website and everything too. If you go to fuakata.com, you'll see it. And first appearance of Sexually Transmitted Demons, which is my body horror comic that I did too. So I put this all together, some sexy stuff in the back. And it's also a sketch cover. But I am sold out right now, so I'm going to probably be doing a Kickstarter for it. Hopefully, I think in October. So to print more for the con season and everything else coming up. All right. So, I mean, we got way more farther on this. I think the hard details are kind of done. I got to do all the little meticulous stuff here. This has to look really good. And then I got to make the shield look good. here. And then after that, I gotta do all this. This isn't too bothersome. This is just about getting it down right. Because like this lamp, I have the reference for it and everything else. And yeah, this is for Nerdy Cowboy. I'm doing an interview on my YouTube channel. Yeah, dude, I'm super down. Whenever you'd like, man. I have the gift of gab, bro. I've done interviews too, and got to interview Rodney Barnes. I got to interview Art Spiegelman. So I got to do some cool shit. Let me know. Hit me up in the messages, or you can hit me up at fuacata@gmail.com. Oh yeah, or on IG. Yeah, dude, for sure. I'm super down, man. I'm always down for that. All right. Other than that, I'm out of here, guys. I'm gonna go have some dinner. I'm starving. My girl made some food and she's waiting for me to finish. Thank you so much, Comic Journey. Good to meet you. Good to have some business from you. Hope you guys enjoyed little the live stream. If you enjoyed the live stream or learned something, feel free to leave a tip. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll be on at 12 p.m. All right. Until then, run for your lives. Thank you, sir.